Hello everybody, welcome back to the Replica Models channel. My name is Ben, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Liger Zero Jager. Before we get started, if you could leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more reviews just like this one in the future. So let's go ahead and jump into this one real quick. First off, there are two different versions of this particular model. You have the BT version and you also have the HMM version, and the HMM version is going to be the original licensed version, whereas this one is the BT version, and I believe that's kind of like a unsanctioned company. I'm not sure. I don't think they have originally got the license or something, but they are very rare, as the HMM aren't so rare, but they are very pricey. So this one I got lucky and I got it for around $80, which was a steal and still is, I believe. Putting it together, I think that they are both the same casting. I've been told that they have the same exact casting, so this is exactly like the HMM size and shape. Just the only difference is I've heard that it's a little, I guess they say the parts don't fit together as tightly as the HMM version would, but I haven't really had a problem with that. As you can see, this tail right here has no glue in it whatsoever, and it is being held up quite nicely. I would not suggest that this be a children's toy, even though it is technically a level 1, because there is no paint or glue involved in this. It is an American one, but in Japan, I'm not sure what they would call this. I don't know if they follow the same type of system like that, but once again, no paint, no glue whatsoever, which is super cool. I really like that about it. You can choose to glue parts on if you'd like, of course, but this one I did not glue not a single thing on it. And as you can see, it's in a pretty cool position. It's 100% articulate. From the way the head moves and the cockpit opens, the mouth opens, these thrusters up here you can change to whichever configuration you like, so you can close them up or you can open them up, and not only this top part moves, but these individual black pieces move as well. The tail you can articulate upwards or downwards. These pieces are individual, so you can actually change the curvature of the tail. This back piece right here, there's a option, so this is two options. Each one of these wings that you see here articulate outwards. The legs, you can extend them. As you can see on this side, I have them fully extended. The paws and the claws, they are on a ball joint, so they move very well whichever way you like. You can even turn them upside down entirely if you like. And then you can also contract the legs a lot, like you see right here on this side. So I did add a little bit of coloring to here and just some small fine detail to it, but without any sort of paint whatsoever, this model is still really cool. I did also add some red onto these pins that hold on the legs, because they were a little pink to me when they came out of the box, so I added some red on there just because I like to make it a little more screen accurate, even though it's a anime, which you may or may not know. But is it worth the price? To me, I've enjoyed it and I've displayed it ever since I purchased it, so it is to me, but it is going to be, like I said, for more of a serious collector or a serious model maker. Definitely not for a young kid or anything like that. They're just not going to be able to put it together. I'll show you a little bit of the booklet here. It is still pretty easy to go by. As you can see, they still use letters and numbers, so you can still build it. That's how I built it. I was originally planning on just doing it visually, but as you can see, they made it easy for you there, and they included some English style letters and numbers. So on final thoughts about it, it is a little delicate with all the articulation that you do get, because you can move every single piece. It is a bit delicate. That's why I'm not going to be moving it around too much, but if I wanted to, I can entirely change the way this is positioned. I can pretty much get any stance or any pose that you would think of from the show. So I'm super happy about that. Like I said, I didn't have to paint anything. That's another really huge plus. It did take me a few days though. Take your time with this one. It does have a ton of small parts and a ton of things that fit together, and they may be a little frustrating at first, but if you take your time, they will come together. Take another look at the book and make sure you have the right parts, because some of them may look a bit similar, but overall, you should definitely pick this up if you're a more serious model collector. If you're super stoked about the Zoids show and you don't have any model building under your belt, you may want to do a few models before you start to tackle this one, because you're not going to want to break things that you can't fix, because there are some things on here that if you break them, it's just, you're not going to be able to fix it at all. They're real small parts. I don't want to scare you away from it, but I would say that this is not a first timer model, though it is technically a level 1 with no glue and no paint. But I would definitely not suggest this for your first model. I'd want to get a few under your belt before you tackle this one. But is it worth it if you do get a chance? 100%. I'll definitely give my thumbs up on this one. This has got the stamp of approval, even for the unsanctioned version, so I'm sure the licensed version is even that much better. So if you're worried about grabbing one of these BT versions, I'd say not to worry. Go ahead and dive into that thing, as long as you got a real reliable seller there. If you get the product that you're looking at, it's a pretty good product. I would suggest it again and again. It was a super fun build as well. So if you have any questions about this particular model, if you have any other things about modeling that you'd like to ask, go ahead and leave them in the comments. And thank you again for watching the video. Y'all have a great day.